Welcome back to Code Breakers. Today's episode is a special one because I'm sitting down with my partner in crime and in business, Daphne Moore. Daphne is the powerhouse behind Moore Marketing and my co-founder at Blossom. Today, we're going to go into the deep strategy behind brand architecture and social media and what it actually takes to build a community that exists both in the digital world and in the physical space. Daphne, welcome to the show officially.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I'm excited to have you. This is long overdue. You know, we have a lot of our own conversations in the meantime and in between time, and it's a whole lot of fun. But we definitely needed to get down and have you on here because this girl y'all don't even know. Okay, she is the mastermind behind a lot of social content that y'all see online. But then you'll see her in a room and don't even know that she creating and spitting out all this content.
Right. They
she
call me
she is
like
my silent
Phantom.
partner.
Yeah, they call me like a phantom. Like I'm behind the scenes, but you see the work, but you just don't never see me.
No, you don't. She like to stay indoors. But then I'm all like, come on, let's jump, let's
Yeah.
go. She be like, hold up.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about the more marketing journeys. You created and carved out a massive lane in social media management. Can you walk us through how you went from your first client, and because I know who your first client was and how this came about, but everybody else don't know. So from your first client to building more marketing agency, what was the biggest tech hurdle you faced when you were first starting out?
Yes. Well, this story, many people actually may not know. I was on the hurdle of when I should start more marketing. You know how that fear to jump and fly. So I always talked about it with people, but I never started it. And so there was a real estate agent who I always gave tips to and pointers to. And then finally she was like, look, I'm going to write you a check because I need your help. And I know you haven't started yet, but I need your help to just start. So that was like my push to let me go ahead and start the business. So that was actually my first client. It was in real estate, and I was helping her um, on the back end as far as the homes that was in North Las Vegas and as well in California. But the hurdle, because I was just so excited to get started, I was just posting. I knew how to create the content and post it. And she loved it because she just wanted to stay consistent. She wasn't on social media at all. So she loved the work that we was putting out. But what I realized is that I was wearing myself out. I was tiring myself out because I was just posting and posting and posting. But the hurdle that I would say I had to learn was how to create systems within the business. And so that way I can relieve myself with doing so much because I can just post all day. But that wasn't the business. That shouldn't be the business to just post. But
Yeah.
that was my mind frame at the time to just do the work. So I had to learn, step back and learn that. But even then, that wasn't something that I started doing early on. It took me some years until it clicked to me to start that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. It's a lot of people out here. You know, we do a lot of mixing and mingling in the streets, and it's a lot of people who come out and they're like, "Oh, I'm a social media manager," but they don't understand that there is for sure a system to the madness. You don't
Yes,
just marketing isn't just posting on social.
right.
It's having a strategy behind it, and also the burnout that comes with social. Out of all the channels, it is a heavy, heavy channel. It takes a lot of time and investment into social media.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so what was the specific moment you realized that social wasn't just about being online, and but it was about building your technical system that could run without you being glued to your phone 24/7?
Yes. So in the beginning, a lot of people wasn't asking for like to give me insights and reports. They was just so they was content with just seeing the work. But I wanted to do more. And as I got deeper into the business and learning the business, I wanted to be that, give the return on investment. So that was whenever I noticed, okay, it's not about posting. There is a system that goes into this. It's more strategy that goes into this, not just cute pictures. So that was
Mm-hmm.
my the light bulb that went off there. How can we be
Yeah.
more of a benefit to the client? Because I'm reporting to them, okay, yeah, we post X amount of times and it got views, and then that's just where it stopped. And it's like, I don't want
Mhm.
to do that. So we had to be more
Yeah.
strategic so that way we can show them the return on investment, because they do come to us and ask, how could I get this product shown, or how can I bring awareness to this product or service? And, eventually they want their phones to ring, they want their calendars to be booked up. So adding the systems in there, not only was I able to be more strategic in the messaging, I didn't have to feel like I'm winging it. Everything was planned in advance. There's a flow. We have a flow. We want them to click what we want them to do, what happens after that. So everything was thought out fully, what we want their
Mhm.
actions to be. And because of that, the early planning, I was able to step away and actually watch it do the work. I can watch it and
Mhm.
measure it. I'm paying more attention to the insights and reading that, because I'll see the insight numbers. It was mainly to see if we get them followers, because that's what they wanted to see. But I
Mhm.
now pay attention to what are they engaging with, what are they clicking on, what's making them stay, how long are they staying. So I'm looking at different things now, and that's been a more benefit to the client, because now they're understanding as well what people
Mhm.
are looking at and how they can also put that at the forefront of their marketing.
Yeah. I'm sure in those early days it was like, we are more experienced now, so
Right,
we're like, okay, we can say social media is not the end all be all. Like that's not what's just,
right.
you're not about to get a whole bunch of money just funneling in on social, especially depending on what your product is. So what do you say to those people who are like, I just need you to post on social. I need for to have this many clients coming in from social media specifically, and they're not doing anything anywhere else to help with their marketing.
Yeah, so I paint the picture out fully. I also let them know that you are competing with bigger brands with larger marketing dollars. They also believe that this should come organically, and they don't want to put anything towards ads or anything like that. So it's like, how do you expect it to grow when you're not even paying to play? You're not
Mm-hmm.
putting yourself out there, because you're competing with some larger brands, as well
Yeah.
as I am asking questions to make them think. I do let them know that social media is a resource tool that supports the marketing. So by me, even though I say that, sometimes it don't click. So I start asking questions like, okay, um, now that this post went out, what happened next? Like, what did you do on your end? They start to think like, oh, I didn't think about that, or oh, I don't have a database, or oh, my website is not, don't have any triggers or SEOs. So then they finally get the picture that it's a full picture, it's a full puzzle piece in
The
social
full
media.
ecosystem.
Yeah, and social media is a part of that full puzzle piece. So then they started to think, okay, let's really build this out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you remember when social media went down for like, what was it, like 24 hours in the
Yeah,
world, especially in the business world. Me personally, outside of business, there was really, hell, even in the business world, I wasn't one of those that was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Because most of my client base is there.
yep. Especially during the pandemic when everybody was relying on social media. So the ones
Hmm.
that didn't do social media, who was mainly just person to person type of business, where they
Hmm.
clients that way, they saw the benefit of having social media during the pandemic. And then the ones that only relied on social media, and it went down and shut down for a while. They was panicking because it was like peak hours, lunchtime. Yeah, everybody was doing virtual and everybody was doing live. So when it went down, everybody was panicking then, and that was an eye opener as well. Reminding
Hmm.
them that we don't own that platform, so we don't
Hmm.
control when it shuts down, and we're not aware in advance. So how do you reach your target audience? How do you reach them when stuff like that happens? So again, it's
Hmm.
all the benefit of having that database, and still having that connection with them, that person to person connection, and not just being behind a computer.
Yeah. So what do you say about, because right now TikTok is like one of the hottest platforms for people to be on, and it's not just local. It works for the benefit of people for people to reach people internationally. They reach people all over the world. I know most of my TikTok followers and people who join me, they're on the East Coast.
Hmm.
Like, what happens if in the event that, we've been talking about TikTok getting shut down, and the first time that was a thing and it was shut down for 24 hours, quote unquote. People didn't know what they were going to do. A lot of people have made money off of this platform. How do we turn the people and followers from our TikTok into lifelong followers no matter where they are? How do we actually create a tangible product from that?
Right. So again, that's just moving them off of that platform eventually because you want to reach them in many ways. For one, you have to understand if TikTok is your platform. So if it is your platform where your target audience is, also find where how else you can connect with them. That's with getting their emails. That's with finding maybe nurturing them to also follow you on other platforms. Another great platform that lines up with TikTok is YouTube. So you might think about navigating to YouTube, understanding how that works. And so in case TikTok do shut down, you still have that long form platform like YouTube where you can continue to follow them. I mean, continue to engage with them. But I think the main one for me is getting those emails because if we wake up and it's just a random it's shut down, it's banned, we can still reach them to let them know our message. We can still let them know where platforms that we are on. So
Hmm.
that email, you can do a lot with that, and then just nurturing and re-educating them your new way of engaging with them, whether if it's on
Yeah,
YouTube or on Instagram. But don't change how you talk because you can still do the videos. You can still do
yeah.
that. It's just a new platform to learn.
So YouTube is an excellent recommendation. I think a lot of people sleep on YouTube for sure. YouTube being here, it's like, the grandfather of all grandfathers. I remember some of the first YouTube videos. We would scroll YouTube like we scroll TikTok right now.
Yeah.
And YouTube is one of the top search engines. Like
Hmm.
it ranks just as high as Google when people are looking for things. It comes up. Videos come up on YouTube, especially when you're doing the SEO properly, relevant content. You can place ads into YouTube as well. A lot of
Yes.
people place podcasts there. You can go live on YouTube as well.
Right.
So I think
Video
that's
shorts. Yeah.
yes. Those
Yeah.
shorts are getting people paid. Okay.
Yes.
YouTube, people forget about YouTube, so that's a great recommendation. So let's get into the social media infrastructure. People think social media is just about posting, as you just clearly laid out. It's not about just posting, it's about building systems. How do you break down the complex tech of an algorithm into something digestible for a business owner to understand? Because algorithms is almost everything.
Right. To be honest, I'm so sick of the word algorithm. But I understand because people blame the algorithm a lot when it comes to
Mhm.
their social media as far as why they're not getting their return on their posting. And it's not always the algorithm, for one. So go back and look, really do an audit on what you're talking about, what you're posting. It may not be anything that your target audience is, they want to hear about. So really do a deep dive in the messaging, how it looks. Maybe the image as well doesn't connect with them. So look at all of that. But to me, algorithm means habits, mean repeated habits. So I always tell the client to look at themselves when they're on social media and they're scrolling. What's making them stop on that scroll? What's making them click on certain things? Look at their own habits, and that is how the algorithm is then tailored to their habits. So, what do you want your clients to do? So, look at their habits. So, that's pretty much how I see algorithm. It's repeated human habits.
Mhm.
So if you want them to continue to click, that's where insights come in. You really have to look on what are they clicking on, what are they engaging on, so that way you can provide more of that.
Mhm.
When they say it changes as far as how they are measuring, how we went from the algorithm, they said, was favoring videos more than pictures. So even if that change happened, it shouldn't stop your consistent flow of posting the content. It shouldn't stop you from doing what you're doing and how you're talking to them. Just
Hmm.
change the way you're putting it out there, which you should do anyway. You shouldn't always just be posting pictures.
Yeah.
You should change it up because people learn in different ways. People learn
Yeah.
by reading, people learn by visual, people learn by music. So it's just really, how do you tap into their habits and connect with them? And then, of course, talking to them. So just simply engaging with them, actually talking to them, asking them questions on your post, and getting to know them. Again, that helps with messaging, and it also helps with the views and the algorithm.
Yeah, for sure. You know, a lot of days people scroll the platforms for entertainment purposes. You know, they watching funny videos or
Yeah,
whatever floats their boat. People are tailoring their FYP pages for what they want to see, and
yeah.
that's hard for a business owner to compete with when you're just pushing products in people's faces.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to understand how to be entertaining, but at the same time, it still relates to whatever product or service. It could be, a joke that you tell, or something that, again, it leads back to the product. But you don't always have to be all salesy on your page. Be a human. Talk about real life things. Talk, make it funny, or again, depending on the industry, just find unique ways to talk to them.
Yeah. So there are a million tools for scheduling, editing, and analytics. What are the essential tools that Daphne needs in order for you to not lose your marbles, so to speak?
Yes. So in the beginning, I don't even know if schedulers was really a thing back then, but in the beginning, yeah, I was
Uh-uh.
manually posting. And so after I manually post, I sit and watch. And then it's like,
It was
so I had
spreadsheets.
to,
I still live
right.
off of a spreadsheet, okay?
Oh,
But don't.
yes. A lot of colors, a lot of spreadsheets, a lot of
Monday,
links.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, happy day.
Yes. A lot of that. So the what I need now, of course, is schedulers. I now use, the main goal for me is our overhead, to make sure that's low as possible as far as what we're paying for. So I
Mhm.
utilize the embedded schedulers that's on the platforms. It's also best for us as well whenever we handing things off to the client. They have that information. It's all there. We don't have to share logins or anything like that. They're using the embedded schedulers on the platforms already. Another tool that we use is Canva. Again, that's another easy to use, user friendly platform. So whenever we're sending off templates to clients, they can do their own editing and things like that. But a new tool, I'm pretty sure you know about it, Soho Analytics. No, Zoho. So with Zoho,
I
that's
was
a new
like,
one
ooh,
that,
Soho.
yeah, Zoho.
I don't know that hoe. No.
Yeah, Zoho. That's a new one that I am bringing to help with the reporting, with the all being in one house, and
Hmm.
easy to look at, bird's eye view, to really see what's going on with the platforms. And it's better for us to submit that information to the client. I believe they'll understand that as well. So that's a
Yeah.
new tool.
Yeah, I definitely have used my share of Hootsuites. These
Yeah,
schedulers can get expensive. They can. So
you
you need to make
can.
sure that you have enough people in your social wheelhouse to
Hmm.
even use those type of schedules. Outside of that, I 100% agree. Daphne, use those on platform schedulers.
Right.
The benefit of having something like Hootsuite all in one is because you don't have to go to each platform and schedule it out. You know, it saves time
Right.
there, but it saves you money to just go.
We actually started out with Hootsuite, and
Mhm.
because there was also a new platform at that time, so everybody was on Hootsuite. And then when they
Mhm.
changed it up to where you can only post 5 times versus spreading it all out. That wasn't going to work for me. I need to be able to post a full 30 days, and
Hmm.
yeah, I needed more span. So that's what made us move on to other platforms.
I think who else does that? Is that I think it's Facebook. Facebook only lets you do a certain amount of days. Like I can't go 2, 3 months out on Facebook and schedule out.
Yeah, not 2 or 3. You can go 30, I believe 30, but not 2 or 3. But LinkedIn lets you go out. They let you do,
Hmm.
and yeah,
Like Facebook, if y'all don't quit playing, y'all know people want to
right,
schedule. Like I got a whole life and things I need to be doing in the meantime, in between time. I got code breakers
exactly,
content. I got provocative nerd stuff I be trying to do.
right,
Like you handle Blossom, so my eyes is closed and hands is tired on that one.
yes, yes,
But I got my Franisha Hayes content. Like what? If y'all don't let me schedule out all this damn
right.
content for the rest of the year, if I want to.
Exactly. All the evergreen that we just have it set for the year and be done with it.
Yeah, because
It just makes sense.
who are you to put a cap on how much content I can schedule?
Right. That's how they get you.
That girl, I want to control my life. So with okay, so how do you use the technical side of social media, like targeted reach and engagement hacks? Like, what do you do to move the needle on real world issues rather than just chasing the likes?
Um, we don't jump on trends like that. Like we don't jump on all these trends. We make sure that we stay with the messaging. We may change up like a music or something in the background, but we don't do a lot of the trends, and because that changes and next thing you know people's confused like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Go from this to that. So that's the main thing.
We've been doing a lot of talking this year specifically about like chasing trends as a business owner. Like, what trends do you hop on? I think, it's like Facebook. I don't really want to say it's a dying platform because certain age range use Facebook and we use it for
Right,
certain stuff. We kind
right,
of our generation, millennials, we paved the way and invented Facebook. We had Black Planet, we had MySpace, we
yes,
had we
yes,
had we moved into Facebook, and now we have moved off of Facebook over to TikTok, where we got these like Gen Zs and Gen Xers who think they run in this world, but really, we paved the way for it. I think trends work real well on those platforms compared to
yeah,
yeah,
right,
like I mean, Snapchat, TikTok. Trends work
yeah,
really well on those platforms compared to trying
right.
to be on Facebook, right?
That's those entertainment. That's those quick and entertainment. They just want to see it, laugh, go to the next one, see it, laugh, and but yeah, but we're but with the businesses that I work with, a lot of them is service based,
Hmm.
and it just don't align with them. That's why I also let them know again. Just understand where your target audience are, and
Hmm.
with a lot of the clients that I work with, majority they are still on Facebook and Instagram
Hmm.
and LinkedIn. So those are the three major platforms. And of course, with Facebook, I still love their ads. So when really spreading and bringing awareness,
Yeah.
that's where we hone in.
Yeah. So this is the social fun round. If you had
Okay.
to delete one platform forever, which one goes?
Oh wow. Um, I don't. I got a love for all. I'm trying to see if I had to delete one. One that I say that I don't use as much, but I still like it. I mean, it's LinkedIn. I mean, I can connect with the same business owners from my Facebook, but LinkedIn is still good at, people looking for work and things like that. But
Mhm.
if it leave, I think that I'll be like, okay,
That's wild that you, of all people, said LinkedIn. I did not
yeah,
expect you to say LinkedIn.
really?
No.
Because the other platforms I'm on, I use it well, I would say Snapchat. If
I would say Snapchat too,
I'm not
because
on Snapchat like that at all. But
yeah,
yeah, if
at
I had
one
to, I'm
point,
not on LinkedIn either like that. But I do
I
post
mean,
when I
the
need to.
LinkedIn is like business heavy, you know,
It
it's like
is
the
really
social.
business heavy, but a lot of them is on my Facebook. So it's like, and they inbox me there before they inbox me on LinkedIn.
Okay, I can see that. I would definitely say Snapchat personally too, because I used to be on Snapchat once upon a time, and
Hmm.
it just never really hooked on for me. And then they started getting games, and I was playing the games with my sisters, which was cool
Yeah,
because you could play games and like get on teams together. That was pretty fun era, but
yeah.
I ain't
Yeah,
played
I was
that.
heavy. I was heavy on Snapchat too when it first came, but now that the change that it has now, because
Hmm.
you can do all your snapping and save.
Hmm.
Now they're trying to charge for storage.
Oh yeah, no.
So
Snapchat can
yeah,
go by.
exactly. So now they want to charge you, and if you do save it, it's not like the audio is not there. It's something weird. So
Hmm.
I guess that's how they're trying to bring money over there. But yeah, you're not about to charge me for my storage.
Were you ever on Vine?
No, but I never did videos, but I used to watch it.
See, I never really got into the Vine wave either.
Yeah,
I'm one of those people that like to try to keep my digital footprint low. It took me a long time to even get on TikTok, and now I'm like a TikTok fiend. Like, I go live,
really,
I post content, I do memes. Yeah, I do voiceovers. I It took me a while. I did not get on TikTok right away because I was like, oh, it's gonna probably die out too, one of these.
really. Oh, I love TikTok. I don't do as much shopping. Like I'm still an Amazon person, um,
Hmm.
but I
My sister
love
is a
TikTok.
TikTok shop head. Okay,
Really.
girl, she be ordering all kinds of stuff.
See, I do every now and then, but I'm not like that. I'll still go to Amazon.
Me
But
too.
yeah, with TikTok though, that is where I go with all my cooking videos and just to see new recipes. Oh, I'm
Hmm.
always on TikTok.
Yes, TikTok is where it's at. It like really changed the social media game for so many
Yeah,
things. Because, like, I swear, I always say, like, how you just said you go for your cooking videos, there ain't no reason you don't know how to cook. There is
right.
absolutely no, like, if you didn't know how to follow direction reading recipes, now you got people actually showing you how much you need.
Right.
Is,
Step by step.
yeah, they give you the ingredients. They show you what a third of a cup looks like.
Right.
They
Right.
you don't know how to measure. Ain't no reason you can't cook. If you can't follow these types, you just really can't cook. It's crazy work to me.
Yeah. So with this new policy that they have, I am curious on how this will play out with the new accepted terms and conditions of what they're tracking. So is just still keeping an eye out. Again, it goes back to what we said before. In case it does exit
Mhm.
forever, make sure you have your own database so you can keep in contact with those same people.
I mean, we literally just traded in sharing our data with one part of the world to sharing our data with somebody else. Like,
Yeah,
and the people who originally owned it on the TikTok platform, they still have a hand and some investment in it. They just got the United States involved. So nothing
yeah.
really, in my mind, nothing really changed. And what,
Well,
I
no,
always was
when they was
asking,
asking about like your race and gender
hmm,
and they was tracking religion,
hmm.
things like that. A lot of people started to unfollow because of that. But some people was like, okay,
I mean, well, that's what I was about to get at. Like, what do these people in China, what they gonna do with my data? Like,
yeah,
seriously, what are they
yeah,
gonna do with my data? Like, the United States is already doing so. We got data breaches left and right. Do you
yeah,
freaking Experian got a data breach every other day? They got my
yeah,
social, they got credit card numbers, they got what?
yes.
Like, what are we really talking about here?
Yeah, there's a lot of theories that's out there. Same thing with Snapchat when people was talking about the filters and how it's scan your face to put the filter, and they was like it's scanning your face and getting your identity, but it's like it's
But
so
your
many
phone is also, you give
theories.
your phone,
Exactly, you can't even get in your phone unless it scans your face, your own phone.
you have already agreed to those terms and conditions just from
Yes,
purchasing and activating
yes,
this device. So nothing is
exactly.
really yours. I don't know.
At
Maybe.
all, at all. but it's out there. I would say those type of scare tactics is a lot with the older generation, because technology is new and all this is
Hmm.
new. So
Hmm.
yeah, and I work with a lot
Now,
of older companies. So yeah, I always have to convince them it's good, it's fine.
yeah, okay. Now, I would say what I was saying before, like keeping your digital footprint low. You don't have to sign up for every single platform because that is
Right,
data that you just spreading around that everybody don't need. You might not even use that. You might then
right.
unsubscribing. How are they using your data to track you from one platform to the next? Because
Hmm.
literally, cookies aren't really dead, and we cookies very much still exist. We have voice activated search. So when you're
Hmm.
talking about something on your phone, it's bound to pop up on because the phones are collecting all your first party data. And you got
Right,
all these people who are like, oh, I just want to be in the Apple ecosystem because everything's protected. Nobody's tracking me. Apple's
right.
definitely tracking what you are doing and
They
bringing
are
you ads on demand.
right. They are.
You're just
After
not
this,
getting it.
I'm sure we're gonna get some ads. So
Yes. Okay. Because Apple has all your first party data. They might
yeah,
not be selling it, but they are using it in the way that they want to use
mhm,
it for their benefit. So
absolutely.
okay, so that was for all my tinfoil head people in the room. The people who feel like
Good point.
you know what that mean, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So, what is the number one mistake you see in people's social media bios that make you want to hit refresh immediately?
Oh, in their bios, one when it doesn't have anything, that's one. It's like, okay, what is this? Um, Old information, links that don't go anywhere, broken links. Um, Just a lot of emojis, nothing that relates to what they're
Because
doing.
who
It's
you
more,
talking to?
yeah, it's more personal. It's like it's talking about their personality versus what services that they they give. It's showing their zodiac sign instead of their services. It's like what are we doing?
People who got dogs on their about page, and you ain't got nothing.
Right. It's like what? Who are you talking to? Like you said, who are we talking to?
Yeah. But would you rather have 1 million views from people who will never buy, or 100 views from your targeted audience?
Absolutely 100 views from my target audience. In the beginning, I was hung up on followers and saying to my client, we got, 20 new followers and things like that. Again, it wasn't doing anything. They're there, and some of them, if you really look into who the followers are, some of them was bots. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
need those follower numbers. I want people to actually purchase. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll take those 100 any day.
Yeah. We call those what, vanity metrics, people who
Yes,
just look at impressions and likes. I mean,
yeah,
followers can be a good measurement for the top of the funnel. You know, this person followed you. Now, how do we move this person down into the funnel? Why did they start
right,
following me? What are they looking for? What was the content that they looked at that made them start following me so I can give them
right.
more to buy in to make them become a buyer? But
Well,
we
that just
don't want
goes
to
to
know
show that it goes deeper than just you have a like, you have a follower, because you'll have these thousands of followers, but you don't have any likes on your post, any engagement on there. So it goes deeper than just okay, let me follow you and then be gone.
that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we want you to engage with us.
Right.
What is one social media trend from last year, or even because trends just come in and out so fast? We already have some new ones that then started
Mhm.
all of January and February, and we only in the first week of February. So, what are some trends that need to stay in the recycle bin for 2026?
um, Repeat the question again.
What's the trend that needs to stay in the trash bin or the recycling
So
bin?
I can only think of this current trend because it's just currently already on my nerves. So I
I
can't
know which one
really.
you're talking about. I think I know.
It's the current trend that everybody's doing with AI, with the
Mm-hmm.
cartoon character. It is like, okay, they did one. Now they're doing all aspects of their lives and showing it's like all these what is I forgot what they're calling it, but it's asking
It's
AI
like a post.
to
Yeah, ask AI about my life, what you know about me, to create a
yeah,
poster of me.
everything you know about me, create that cartoon character from everything
Yeah.
you know about me so far. And it's just getting out of hand already. And I'm just tired of seeing that. And
But
it's
that's
just going
what first week of February.
yeah, I'm already tired of that. I'm ready for that to be in the archives and let's get back to business.
Okay, no, for real. No, when I start to see too many, it's already certain trends I'll look at and I'll be like, oh, that was cute. But then I'll see it 50 more times like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And I'll be like, no,
yeah.
I've never been one to hop on the bandwagon. I'm always like, oh, no, y'all going this way. I'm going to go that way.
Right,
Because,
right.
if a tiger come, it's going to eat all y'all and not
Yeah.
me.
And I'm gonna sit back and just look on and watch. And I've seen a lot of people say, I'm jumping on this trend or let me go ahead and do mine. And I it's like, no, just watch and just let them do that. It's gonna die out. But I'm ready
Yeah,
for that to
because
be over with.
everybody can't go viral off the same trend.
Right.
Like once one person did it, like you can't, and they did it well.
Hmm.
Like you might as well move on to the next thing. It's like the girl on TikTok who did, I think it was Pepsi ended up signing her and doing a
Oh
deal with
my
her.
gosh, yes.
Now you got so many other people just out here trying to make songs and like that was her in her own little quirky way, and she probably do that type of stuff
Right.
on her own, just not
Right.
while nobody's watching. And she
Right.
just was like, let me get.
That goes to show when you just being yourself and being authentic, that'll go
Hmm.
viral from first before you jumping on these trends. Because
Yeah.
now, like you said, I'm seeing everybody. I'm seeing people doing deodorant, and then it just don't even look authentic. It just look forced. Just like no,
Like, what are we doing?
right.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some mindset conversations. You have been a solopreneur for quite some time now. You spent many years as a successful person running more marketing. What you at? Year 9? You going into year 9?
November of this year will be year 9.
Okay, so year 9 with more marketing. So how did you know it was time to shift from being a solo force to becoming a co-owner and a collaborator with little old me at Blossom?
Yes. Um, So I knew early on that I wanted to have a team and just not be solo, but being solo is just what happened. Um I tried to bring family along, I all of that and it was just me that ended up just being solo. So having meetings by yourself and being the only person that making the decisions, I didn't like that. And I have all these ideas, but because it's just me, I can't execute all of it.
Mhm.
So I knew early on that I wanted a team. I wanted to have a partner that can build with me. And I had mentioned this before on a panel how all the things that I did at more marketing within like the first 3 years, I did that with Blossom within a couple of months. And it's because it was teamwork. I had somebody there to help me lift the heavy loads. And I've never been in that mindset. I had to do everything myself. Whenever the business came about, I had the vision and the ideas, but I shared that with family. So I asked for input. But when you're in that mindset, with business and marketing and you don't get that input, they don't give you the input that you want, so you
Yeah.
realize I just have to do it solo until God, lets me cross path with that like-minded person. And with you and we've known each other for a while and we always said one day we're going to work together, but it was just timing. After a while we eventually said let's do it.
Yeah. And we work so well together. Like not even I'm gonna toot our horns, okay?
Yes, we
We work
do.
so well together. We are like on opposite ends of the spectrum in
Mhm.
so many ways, but we balance each other a whole lot.
Yeah.
Like all the things I don't think to ask, Daphne be asking, and then if I don't ask, like I know she gonna ask.
Yeah.
I ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She's going to ask to where I don't even have to think about. I mean,
Right.
not saying that I don't, but I don't have to
Yeah.
think about anything that I thought I was going to ask. Daphne is all over it already. And then we'll hop on a call together, and I'll be like, well, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, we be well aligned already, even though she is more of the, how can I put it? You are more of the like meditative, well thought out,
Yes.
let point
Yes. I
A,
love
point B, point
structure.
C.
I love checking it out step by step.
Yep. And I have my own processes like that too, but I'm also like, okay, this don't matter as much as this do right now to me. So you got
Yeah.
that. When you done with that, just give me the green light and I'm about to go do A, B, C, D. That's on my list of
Yeah.
priorities.
Yeah. And that's how I loved how we work like that, because the things that you do is stuff I don't like to do. So it's like, so again, we balance each other out. I love it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, we's married, y'all.
Yeah.
So don't come over here talking about, oh, you want to start a business with her or start a business with me because it ain't happening.
Right.
Have to look directly at the camera. All right. So when you build a business by yourself, let's talk about trust and transparency. Trusting someone else with your vision can be hard. Like, what was the internal mindset shift that was required to move from I do everything? Like, you already kind of touched on that anyway. It's like
Mhm.
you never really wanted to do everything by yourself, but it's kind of like working in a group project. I hate working in group projects. So
Yeah.
for me to be like, yeah, let's do some business
Yeah.
together is
Yeah.
it was definitely something that I never really do. I never look at people and be like, I would love to start a business with this
Mhm.
person. But it's
Mhm.
something about you and the way that you work that's make me like, man, we'd be make a great group project together. So what made you go from, I need to do all this by myself because I can't trust nobody else to get it done right to we
Mhm.
can build this together?
So for one, it wasn't just um a day one thing. Again, when you are finding somebody to be in partnership with, it takes time. You have to understand the person, learn the person. You can't just run, like you said, and say, let's start a business. And then next thing
Hmm.
you know, you realize that y'all personalities don't mix. And now the business is folding. So like I said before, we knew each other for a while. I saw your work, I saw how you work, and I knew then I saw that you was a worker like I was. So whenever the idea came about, it was like you said before, we was in different lanes, and that's what I look for as well, because we weren't in the same lane. Our ideas wasn't competing and butting one another. You complimented what I did, and I complimented what you did. You are an educator. You do presenting. You do in person things. That stuff I don't do, but I love to be a part of that, so I can support what you're doing, and then vice versa. So when I saw that, that's when I knew, okay, this can work. Also, one thing that I also take into consideration is you have your own personal projects that you're working on, and so did I with more marketing. So at the end of the day, your passion was there. I saw it, and you had something to lose because you don't want to mess up what you have. I knew that you was coming on in this partnership serious because you have a brand that's out there. You're not trying to mess that up. So because whenever you have something to lose, you go into it differently. And that was
Hmm.
the thing with more marketing. I built that up, so I don't want to mess it up. So when I'm coming into anything new, I want to make sure it still complements what I'm doing.
Hmm.
And versus somebody, no offense, somebody who's never been in business, somebody who just has an idea of business, they are a little bit more reckless with what they're doing out there. So I knew that's not how you was coming, so it was easy to be like, yeah, let's do it. We both had our mindset on growth, and we had agreed missions and goals, so it was just easy to say
And this is 2 years in the making. We are going into our first year of our official first year anniversary, actually having things out here for people to attend. And but we are in year 3 of actually having Blossom, from brainstorming to putting these ideas on paper and having bi-weekly meetings to now we meet every other month if we need to. And yeah, even in these workshops, I'd be like, Daphne, you got some input? And she'd be like, no,
Yeah,
you got this. You got this.
you
I'm just going
got
to play
it.
the background. I'd be
It
like,
too. At the same time, you still teaching me is stuff that I'm still a sponge in this. I never been that person to be like, because I've been in business X amount of years, I know it all. No,
mm-hmm.
I'm learning as well. So because, like I said, you are an educator at heart. That's your natural thing to educate. I still listen to you and be taking notes too, and then spark ideas. So, but yeah,
That make me feel so good. Okay, the girl, because I sure be like, Daphne, I don't want to do this social.
yeah, I don't mind. I do not mind.
I will sit up here and talk all day. Just don't make me touch social media, please. I can talk to you about the data. I can talk to you about what you should and should not be doing. Don't make me have to post it and do it.
Yes, I love that part. I love just being creative and finding new ways to get the message out there in a different form. So yeah, again, we complement each other.
No, okay, for real, 100%. So when we talk about social media management, it can be mentally draining because it is 24/7. Gosh. What is a specific mindset or habit that you had to develop to log off mentally and keep your creativity fresh?
Yes, I do take breaks often. I make sure I do that. I stick to um, my timelines that I have. If I book my meeting times, I make sure I don't go over those. And I log off. I really do log off. But because we have these triggers, I'm not missing anything because it still goes to emails. So I don't have to worry about what am I missing or anything like that because everything is still being tracked.
Hmm.
But when I log off, I log off. I utilize that do not disturb often, especially when I know I did the work and I have everything planned and scheduled. I'm not sitting and just watching everything. I take a break and just let myself, refill my cup again, do my
So during
own
that,
scrolling and stuff like that.
I was
But
about to say, yeah,
I
during that break, you just answer
yeah,
me.
I
During
do.
that break, do you doom scroll?
Yeah, I do. I'll be on TikTok or I really what I do if I'm not on social media, I'm like binge watching my shows, my Ratchet TV shows and
Yes, for the Ratchet TV
documentary. Yeah,
shows.
I log off completely and
And then
then
she be doing 7 o'clock spin classes and stuff.
yeah, that helps a lot. Like just really putting your phone down. And I did a rowing class recently, just trying something new.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, getting my mind off of social media and making sure I'm still present with what I like in the real world.
I live vicariously through you because I'll literally be sitting eating the ice cream or something. Like, man, I need to work out and hear Daphne go with her. I'm about to stay off your social feed. You over here showing me things that I need to be doing.
Man,
Seven
I
o'clock
love
rowing class.
that.
7 o'clock. I'm like still wiping the sleep off my face.
Yes, it's like that's a different type of rush I look to chase. It's like after that gym and yeah, I'm then refreshed. You know how people eat their coffee in the morning. I need
Uh-huh.
a good workout and then I'm good.
You hear she a fiend for it. She chasing the
I
rush.
like it.
Okay.
I'm the
She
worst
might be
partner
small,
though.
but she's mighty, so don't get her small frame messed
Right.
up.
Yes.
All right, so when a campaign doesn't hit the way that we expect, how do you debug that internally? How do you say